You can tell she a child. Somebody gave me $10 million to whack my ass. Man, I put a zip on my damn mouth.
I know that's right.
You hear what I'm saying? You think I'm finna tell anybody I'm playing with your little dangling? And you done gave me $10 million. You who? You who? What's you who? Shannon wasn't too damn sharp.
I wanna talk about life, I wanna talk about health. Time to talk about obtaining generational wealth. Yeah, I'm on the grind, success is on my mind. I gotta do it now because there's no better time. It doesn't matter what you really been facing. Keep the faith in all your dreams you've been chasing. Because of her, you have your number one supporter. Stop what you're doing and tune into Juice's Corner.
But see, men like this, you don't even want them around your teenagers. You see what I'm saying? Y'all saying the girl legal, but she's not even old enough to drink.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying. I don't want nobody hanging around me and we out, but we drinking and they can't have nothing to drink. You a child to me. A child. This grown ass man that look like he wearing stockings. You got plenty of women who would have gave him the ass for free. Not 10 million, not now 50 million. Just would have gave him to him. And he choose a child. She looks like a child. I don't see no grown woman in this little girl at all. She look like she's still having temper tantrums. You know what I'm saying? Like she's still playing like tricks off her kids.
It's the grown woman body that got him.
Shit, okay. What grown woman body? She like she should be on the Quaker oatmeal box. Shit. You talking about some damn body. What damn body? Shit. Lord, forgive me. Let me get one of these damn jelly beans because you done got me all hyped up talking about her body. Her body. Man, these women walking around here. He wouldn't even have to give out that much money. And body look more than that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what to think.
I think he was trying to make sure he wasn't. I think he was just trying to prove a point to everybody that he wasn't a P. Diddy.
Oh my God. I don't know about that because to prove a point, you kind of got to have your business out there. But she's the one that put his business out there. It ain't him that put it out there. So.
And I think that's why he paid her that $10 million.
Now I do think that because that's one thing. Like if you ever, I know you tuned in this podcast before. Mm-hmm. He's always stated he's a very private person. So
ain't too damn private.
He probably did try to keep it on the hush. Like, hey, look, let's just do our thing. I'm gonna pay you this. Just chill. Don't go telling nobody. But,
okay, I'm gonna say this. Don't mean to interrupt. You can tell she a child. Somebody gave me $10 million to whack my ass. Man, I put a zip on my damn mouth.
I know that's right.
You hear what I'm saying? You think I'm finna tell anybody I'm playing with your little dangling? And you done gave me $10 million. You who? You who? What's you who? Shannon wasn't too damn sharp. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know she still have
Shannon who?
a kid mindset.
Yeah.
Because any grown woman. Well, I don't know about some of these grown women, but honey, you tell me, Juicy. Look, baby. Look, I know we've been doing that little thing, you know what I'm saying? But, I like to keep my stuff private.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to give you $10 million to be quiet. So, you want nobody to know about me? Shit, $10 million? Okay, baby. I don't need who? Shannon, who? Yeah, I'm like an owl. Who? Yeah, I don't know, yeah. It's crazy. I'm in the wrong profession.
It's wild. But my thing even with that is like the level of greed is insane because let's say that that's true, right? I don't know if it is not, but let's say it's true. He gave her money to keep it on the hush from the get-go. Why do you need more than $10 million? You trying to come back to get more from this dude and extort him?
And that's what I think, because he gave her that $10 million so easily. Oh, he gave me $10 million like that. Hold up. I can get more. But my thing is, where he messed up at, he should not have never gave her the $10 million.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have been in this situation. Yeah. He should have just owned up to his shit. You mess with this young girl. You knew she's young. You know she still have a mindset as a young woman. She cannot go and drink a legal drink. So she's a child. So you should have just owned up to it and you should have put it out there before she put it out there and said, listen, y'all, my hormones got the best of me. Yeah, I'm trying to still live in that age where I think I'm young. No, you need to sit your old ass down somewhere. You don't see this. This what I get with these older men like him who do stuff like this. Your time has passed when you was that young buck. Okay, the only thing young about you is your money. Because if you didn't have that money, them young girls wouldn't look at you at the time of day. And Shannon Sharpe is not very appealing at all to me.
To somebody, I mean,
no, them dollars. And I'll be honest, I'm not bad mouthing him, and I'm not talking about him, but I thought he was gay. So when all this happened, I thought it was a plot. Like, oh yeah, this is something funny just to prove that he's not gay.
I thought he had the sugar in the tank.
Yeah, I thought he had a whole lot of sugar in his tank when he came out with that outfit with them damn ankles and bent. You know what I'm saying. But all that's irrelevant.
Yeah,
he should have known better. Point blank, I don't care. As a man, he should have made better decisions. He should have known better because this is what upset me. Before he did all this stuff on his own, I used to love his podcast with Skip. That was my podcast. Skip and Shannon and Skip. Me and my husband would watch that. Listen to it every day on the radio. We would just listen to it. And then when he was getting ready to leave the podcast with Skip, I was so upset because I felt like they made a good team. Yeah. I was like, oh no, I didn't really even think that Shannon was podcast or whatever he was trying to do on his own was going to be so successful because I love the partnership and what him and Skip brought together. It was just so good and amazing. Anytime you can have people tune into something and you're not physically watching them and you just listening, that is big. That is big. Yeah. And so then when he did then when he came out with the little liquor,
yeah.
I was searching for him. I'm still searching for it, but now I don't want it no more. I don't want it no more now. Because I was trying to find it for my husband. I want the prize for my husband, because that's, I'm like, I'm proud of him. He's doing big things. He's doing good.
So here's the thing. I know you say obviously you're disappointed.
I am.
But here's the thing. Let's just say that in this situation, it comes out that, yeah, maybe they did do something together, but it's not what they saying, and she clearly was setting him up and like chopping up the audio and trying to like create a narrative that's to something that really didn't happen.
I do believe that. I truly do believe that all the above is true. Yeah. I truly do believe that, but I still don't feel sorry for him because he should have made a better choice when it came down to picking this young girl. He's in his 50s, okay? That's like me. Matter of fact, me and Shannon Sharpe is the same age. What the hell I look like going to an 18, 19-year-old younger than my boys to tickle my fancy? What the hell do I look like? I'm not no cougar now. Not yet. I'm not no cougar. I got
That's
a husband.
More than a cougar at that point.
Yeah, you a skunk. You a damn skunk. But I'm just looking at it as let's change the roles. A woman, 54. We ain't talking about Stella Got a Groove back, y'all. That was a movie, okay? We ain't talking about that. All right? But a 54-year-old woman, and there's some nice looking 40-some-year-old men and stuff out there. But what can an 18, 19-year-old boy do? What the only thing I could do was take care of him.
Wow. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So he should have known better. He should have known that was a quick come up. But I guess, I don't know, I guess his what is it, his ego got the best of him to where he felt like, I got this young girl.
Yeah.
Young girl.
And I
think he was thinking with the wrong head. That's what he was doing.
And that's what it was.
Shannon wasn't too sharp.
That's what it was. Because I will say this. I know folks who, like older, like younger, and we talking good size age gaps. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like you say, you still got to be careful about who you do stuff with, even if that's your preference, right? Let's say you like girls in their 20s and you in your 50s. Not my business. But at the end of the day, like, still be smart about the ones that you select to do things with, because otherwise you end up in a situation like this where somebody makes up something, if it's turns out that it's false, and now what? Like, now your whole basically your reputation has gotten dragged through the mud.
He's done. I mean,
Sponsorships probably gone.
he can't
all
come
that
back
stuff.
from it. He supposed to been on the draft last night. I would have loved to hear what he had to say about all this stuff with Dion and them. He supposed to been on the draft. But no, you're not on the draft because you was playing tic-tac-toe with a child. Okay? Pity-pat.
Bruh.
Oh, no. But she drew 4 on your ass. She sure did. She took you down. Not 10 million, but then, he gave me 10 million like that. Oh, that easy. I'm going to go for 50 million. 50 million. Then this the funny part is, then he wants to put it out there. You want to start putting tapes and stuff out there. You should have been ahead of this way before he even got this far.
Yeah.
Way ahead. He messed up when he gave her that 10 million.
So I'm gonna ask you this question.
Please do. I'm ready.
For folks that are like, successful, wealthy, whether they in the limelight or not, but people who actually are successful, right, and have money. For men, particularly,
make some dumb choices.
Do you think that it would be smart for them to start having people that they want to mess with start signing?
Hell yeah!
NDAs or something.
You ain't even gotta ask me that. Hell yeah! Hell, not even men, women too. Look what Mary J. Blige ex-husband done to her.
Yeah.
Hell, let me tell y'all something. Y'all stars. Hell, I ain't even on y'all level make the money y'all got. But hell, I ain't even finna be that damn dumb. All of a sudden, somebody that would not usually be attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now, it's just called common sense. It ain't about the looks. It ain't about the body. You just know in a certain prime of your life, all of a sudden, you ain't finna get no young little whippersnappers all of a sudden just running after you like a pack of dogs.
Yeah.
It's something. It's a motive behind it. It's something that they want. And come on, Shannon. All these beautiful black queens out here, I'm going to call it, I'm going to say it the way I'm going to say it. Yeah, I'm going to say it. You pick somebody from the oatmeal box. I'm just going to keep it 100. And I'm not talking about with flavors, just plain Jane. And this is what I think.
Yeah,
this is what I think.
This
is what I think it was. I think when men do stuff like that, it's called empowerment. He wanted somebody that he could talk dirty to, be a little disrespectful, like she was saying, choke her out, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
See, with a man like that, I call him weak. And I may be wrong, but it's just my opinion. I feel like a man is weak, that he used a young girl that he can intimidate and put that empowerment over to make him feel young or feel something about himself within. Because, see, he couldn't have no woman my age and talking about choking the shit out of me. We're going to be in that bedroom fighting. Not the kind of fight that he want. Hell no, you ain't finna choke me. Hell no, you ain't finna do none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, that's you, though.
Yeah,
that's you.
Yeah. Hell no, you ain't finna choke me. And hell no, you ain't finna pull my hair when I just got it done. There's some other things that we could be doing besides you choking me. I can't come back from that. So some things I just don't feel like. I mean, you listen to the audio and stuff. It was some freaking shit going on in that room. You know what I'm saying? She want his big black, all that. Baby, I got dildos for that, okay? Y'all, I mean, you just got played, Shannon. You got played. I could have gave you a whole person without them problems. They got dolls now. Dolls that you can make look like whatever you want to, even hairs and everything on them. And you ain't got to go through. Y'all, the Juice's Corner. Y'all, I have everything for your pleasure. You ain't got to go through. See, this is the perfect example when I say novelty toys need to be in people's lives, okay? You can get your wax off, your jump off, and you ain't got to deal with these problems. See, you could have came, seen me, threw me about $1 million and bought a bunch of toys. He wouldn't have this $50 million problem.
Bruh.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, I feel like there's a time and place for toys, but it ain't like the real.
Hey, well, look, I'm telling y'all, they making stuff now, AI, they making stuff now that you think you in the real stuff. How about this? Would you like some plastic or would you like them problems? Which PP do you want? Plastic or those problems? Which PP do you want? I'm just keeping it 100. I be trying to save folks. The Juicy Corner be trying to, that's my novelty business. I be trying to save folks, but no. I guess y'all want the, like you said, the real thing that can talk back to you and stuff. Hey, go to AI and get some recordings and while you messing with your stuff, play the phone. I mean, this man has built an empire that's getting ready to be taken away from him. All jokes aside, you had a dominant podcast. Once Cat Williams got on that podcast, it blew it out the box. It didn't care if you had Frankenstein on there. Everybody was going to watch it.
Yeah.
And you throw it all away. Then you had my girl Monique on there.
Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs. Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get your old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Damn, boy. Damn.
And told him you should have got with a woman that fried chicken, cook biscuits, rub your feet. Now, I ain't finna rub nobody's damn feet. I don't give a damn how old I get. That's one thing I ain't finna do. But sit there, talk, laugh at your damn non-funny jokes and gonna love you. But no, you wanted to get a like what Rick Ross' ex-wife said, he wanted to go get a rabbit. Now that rabbit finna cost you.
It's the wrong rabbit. It ain't just about the rabbit. It's the wrong rabbit. You got that one that's foaming at the mouth.
Then he got that rabbit that's
rabies rabbit.
It ain't Bugs Bunny. It's a rabbit that's hopping and hopped your ass off some money.
Hey, you know how Scooby Doo? Yeah, Scooby Doo, and then they brought in that old annoying Scrappy Doo.
Scraggy.
There you go.
You're Scraggy. Yeah. She done Scraggy your ass. Yeah, Shannon, you just not too sharp. I'm just here to tell you what is wrong with you. I mean, I can't even look at you.
Damn,
every time I look at you, I see D for dummy. I'm just gonna keep it 100. If them dummy cars that you put in there without a seatbelt and they supposed to crash, you are the perfect real example of that. I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry.
Well, like you said, in all seriousness, even though we brought up real points with everything, I hope this ends well for him. And I hope it does come out that, like I said, that, nothing ill. He didn't do anything, ill. No,
I don't believe he
like
did.
That. But I'm just saying, I hope that he's able to recover, because there's nothing worse than you being punished because somebody else is trying to be an asshole.
And I don't think it's much that. It's that he can't come back from him being the age that he is and messing with this young girl. That's going to be the image in everybody's head. She wasn't even over 21. She was under 21 when he started messing with her. And that's the issue right there. Mm-hmm. Where a lot of people saying she's legal. I get, well, she's over 18, but the baby can't even drink. So to me, you're not legal yet. When you cannot go into the store and buy your own alcohol beverage, you are not legal to me. Even when you work a job, your child can be on your insurance until they are 26. So me, you're grown when you're 26, when you can get your ass off my insurance and get your own insurance. That's when you're grown. So to me, anything under 26, you're still a child to me, because you're still trying to figure it out. You're still learning things.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree with like you said, you're still learning things within that time period. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, everybody's life is different as far as how they got to navigate and grow up and experiences. So some people do mature faster than other folks, but she clearly is not one of those mature individuals, which is why, like I said, that, selection wise, I don't understand, especially with knowing, like you said, how Shannon, at least how I thought he moved. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you got bamboozled by somebody like this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it looks a bit deceiving.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to get a chick of props. Damn, she made a quick 10 million. She got a little bit of sense. She good at knowing how to get got. She good. And I don't think, and honestly, looking at this young girl, I don't know much about her. I don't think that it was more of her. She got somebody behind her that's helping her with this.
Maybe.
Maybe. She got somebody behind her.
You'd be surprised, though,
coaching.
because there's some folks that they ain't the brightest bulb in the box, you know what I'm saying?
But she knew how to bamboozle some money.
But in this day and age, they've been studying that whole, like, daggone, like the whole Instagram come up type stuff, you know? Like, and so They may not be the smartest people, but they know
What
how to work
do
the system.
to get that money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the clip with Mace. Mace said he just put it out there. He just called it out. He was like, I'm just gonna be 100 with you. If it was a black woman, the most he would have to do would pay child support, but it wouldn't have been 10 million.
Hey. Yeah, there's some truth to that, but I mean, even some of them now.
Yeah,
Even some of them.
I just look at how Shannon, he just wasn't too smart about this. You walk away from ESPN, you really didn't have a choice.
Yeah, that's that classic. I'm stepping away.
Yeah,
Because
before they fire your ass.
Anytime somebody,
before they fire your
has
ass,
something
basically.
that's PR, like a PR disaster, they always got to step away.
Yeah, let me go ahead and
Formal
leave.
resignation.
Yeah, let me go ahead and walk away before they put it out there that they fired me.
Yeah.
And I don't think he can come back from that. I don't even think he will be back on ESPN. I just don't. I really don't think that he will be back there.
I don't know, because there's some other folks, like Michael Irvin's going through some things, and some other folks, and it took them a while to be able to get back, but it's definitely going. The problem is, like I said, the damage is already done. So the height of what he got everything to business wise may never reach that level again.
Yeah, and then how he did everything. He putting stuff out there after the fact. And like I said, his number one mistake was giving her $10 million off. He should have consulted with a lawyer.
Yeah.
He should have consulted with a lawyer and say, look, I got myself in a dilemma. You didn't slip up, you slipped in, but you didn't slip up. And hey, I got this young girl I'm messing with. What do I need to do? He should have had some lawyers on top of this, because the way
he got a team.
Yeah, the way he handled everything, it's messy.
Yeah.
It's messy. Yeah. You put the young lady out there. You decide to disclose her information. You decide to tell everybody her name. You decide to put these voice text, these phone calls, conversations out there when you should have been consulting with your lawyer. And I'm pretty sure if he did, he didn't listen, because I know damn well a lawyer wouldn't told him to do the things that he did. And that's where I believe that's what hurt him. Yeah, how he did everything. It was messy. It's childish. And then you putting her out there. But at the end of the day, in a lot of people's eyes, she's a child.
Yeah.
She's over 18, but she's under 21. She's a child. And so it's just messy.
Not only, I thought he would have been moving more carefully now, considering, a couple months back when that whole Instagram live thing happened.
Right.
Where he was, clearly having sex. He didn't know his phone was going, because one of his team members called him and was like, hey, man, where this is going. And he had to cut that off. So you would think, from PR standpoint, he'd be moving a little bit more carefully than, just so he could get over that hump. But it's just like, man, yeah.
It's just a bad situation,
It's a bad look.
And it's like, back again, we talk about our black men. It's like when something like this happened to one of the black high-profile people, they're going to drag it. And a lot of stuff they just sweep up under the rug.
It seems like there's been a lot of that lately.
Yes,
they've been
absolutely.
trying to, I don't know if it's by design or if it's just that stuff is just happening in that order. But it seems like all the high-profile black figures, they trying to find a way to chop them down.
Yes, absolutely. And, and especially when you're in a position like Shannon Sharpe, you have to be very careful. You can't walk around like us ordinary, just walk around, say anything. You in the public eyes.
Yeah.
And then I'm just baffled by his choice of a young lady that he chose. I'm just baffled about that.
Yeah.
And that's the whole situation that's going to hurt Shannon with all this. Even if he gets out of this, and I do believe that it was a setup. I do believe that a lot of things that she are saying, I don't believe is true. But he put himself in that situation. He put himself in that situation. If you listen to the voice message, you can tell they choppy. You can tell some things are missing. But at the bottom line, he really had no business interacting with this young lady physically.
Even though I at this age, I do agree with you in a lot of ways, but I know when I was that 19-year-old, I would have been messing with somebody older and I wouldn't have seen no issue with it. But,
I would. I don't want no worms.
But at the same time, like, yeah, it's all about, your principles and things like that. But my thing is just don't matter if somebody old, young, whatever, as far as mentally, are they mature? And if they not, and they on some funny stuff, don't mess with them. It's that simple.
Don't mess with nobody who's older, who's younger than your children. Okay? Point blank. I don't even know if Shannon has any kids or anything, but 19 years old, you 50, 54, 56. Come on, Shannon. I'm sorry. It's just no excuse. I'm not even trying to even say kids this age. He just knew better. Point blank. Y'all know what? I'm finna shut the hell up because this ain't my fight. Black women, this ain't our fight. This ain't our battle. It is what it is. Whatever happens, Shannon, I wish you the best. All right. This just ain't our fight. Because once our girl Monique try to tell you ain't listen, we're done. I hope you get out of this, Quakos.